Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Xynthia, and today's going to be part 2 of the Honkai Star Rail 3.1 quest line. If you missed part 1, there will be a link in the description, or you can also check the upper right hand corner as I will have a card linked up there as well that you can click on, and that will take you to the first part. But just as a quick little review or overview, just to remind ourselves where we're at. We had to rescue Finan from the Trial of Strife. I don't think he actually ended up obtaining the Core Flame of Strife, and now people are saying Mighty should take that responsibility since Finan failed, essentially. Mighty doesn't really seem to want it. He doesn't really seem interested in obtaining Nikador's legacy in any way, shape, or form. And we've learned a little bit more about, like, the past of Castrum Kremnos, like their culture, Mighty's mom and dad, and all that. And the Trailblazer Castris, is it just the Trailblazer and Castris? I mean, with Mem, have gone to the Grove to seek out some help from, I don't know, the scholars. We also met Hyacinth, who is a Chrysos heir for Aquila, the Sky Titan, so interesting. She seems like she's a healer. Well, she's like a nurse, right? So if she becomes playable, she might be a healer. Just saying. And we had a small run-in with Annexa, but like a memory of him or whatever. I don't know what he called it. He like created it with alchemy. Who cares? He's kind of mean. So yeah, so now we were just going through like some puzzle thing with this woman named Calypso. Trying to get further in so we can talk to Annexa and the rest of the scholars. Because I think we just need more help learning how to fight off the Black Tide. I think that was the main goal of going. I kind of forgot the main goal. It's kind of what happens when I zone out sometimes. So, yep, I had done a puzzle last time, and now I need to take the water wheel up to... Oh. Hello, little friend. Wait, can I not? I am calling the water wheel. Can I not run on this? Am I stupid? Okay. Maybe if I hit this, it'll stop. Oh, wait, no, now I can... Okay. Okay, we're good. I see. Glad I figured that out, and that I'm really smart, and not at all dumb. Okay, so we go here. I guess I have to wait for it to make its noise. Okay. Further in. This way. I guess we can do this, and then we can...
Speaking of which, don't you also have a red-haired companion?
Tribios? Oh yeah, we sent Trivia ahead of us. Seriously, how much do you know about us?
Not too much. It's just that I seem to hear the sound of a bee buzzing around.
Wow, thanks. I'm trying to collect all these things.
Lady, your metaphors are not worthy of praise at all.
Yes, we sent Tribios, or I guess it was Trianne, I think, who came with us. And she got sent ahead to scout out since she can fly. But the wind feels so chilly. I see a calyx over here. Golden butt of treasures. Fun. Yes, we're leaving the library affiliate to head to the Luminary Throne, because that's where Annexa said we should head next. Or whatever thing Annexa was being. I don't know, he's an interesting guy. Definitely, I do know people were saying, I think he's like supposed to, kind of looks like Sue from Honkai Impact 3rd, and then Alhaitham was based on Sue, and like Annexa is based on Sue and Alhaitham. But like, I feel like Alhaitham, I don't know anything about Honkai Impact 3rd. I feel like Alhaitham is not mean, he's just really smart and a little bit awkward.
Little Gray, little Cass, and the pink puppy.
But like, for some reason NX, I was just like, you don't know how to open a door and you're already calling the gods. Like, I know he doubts miracles and gods and prophecies and stuff like that. I know that's his whole thing, but still, he's like, I was like, you're low-key just mean for no reason. I forget it. I'll just be a puppy. Be forgiving. Be forgiving.
Lady Trianne, are you alright? Were you hurt?
No, Trianne flew high up into the air so the monsters couldn't reach us.
Air supremacy secured.
Air supremacy secured! That sounds so cool! What does it mean? Wait a minute. Let's get back on track.
It's alright,
The
sometimes I
signal
just say
that
silly
Becky gave us
things.
is so powerful that Trianne seems to have found Nax. He's near the treetop. Even though our perception of him is very weak, it's not like the white dryads from before. But since Trianne was alone and afraid that it might be dangerous, we did not fly there to take a look.
Well, it's
It
good.
seems like Lady Trianne did not forget our promise. Anaxa is indeed still alive, and he's at the Luminary Throne right now. It seems like Lady Calypso did not lie regarding this.
Huh? Calypso? Who's that? Oh, so
Oh.
we found a survivor!
Oops.
But the golden thread doesn't seem to be able to sense the person you're talking about.
I said, she seems to be the head of the, oh yeah, Lotophagists. Yeah, well, Cal, come and meet our other companion. Hmm? Where did she go?
Coming
Go
and
off
going
to.
without a trace.
Well, she was like
Such a strange person.
she's like a spirit or something. She's not like a physical person.
Actually, Trianne also found this. Could this be related to the person you're talking about?
Some black cloth.
This is a piece of burnt cloth.
Yup. Trianne found it on a branch not long ago. Trianne even used the golden thread to search around and found that the entire grove is giving off a similar aura.
Maybe Anaxa left it behind using alchemy in order to guide us?
Trianne doesn't think so. Because when Trianne picked it up, we didn't see anything at all. And judging by the golden thread, the aura seems to be all around.
Lady Trianne, where is the aura gathered at right now?
It seems to be... Oh! A little higher and a little ahead of us.
The Dome of Devotion.
The Dome of
So-
Devotion.
Just what are you hiding?
Another one of them. Guess we have to fight. Oh, I don't know what my team is right now, but it should not. I guess I should change. What am I doing? Sorry, guys. I should be switching her back to preservation because honestly, her relics still suck. I mean, I don't think there's really any way around these guys. Well, maybe there is, but I don't like trying to figure that out. We're gonna take our HP. Stupid. Whatever it's called.
That it?
Oh my gosh. Poor
Here.
Sunday.
It's thunder!
Looks like somebody needs a doctor. Gotta get those vitamins.
I can't thank you
I'm
enough.
on guard.
Just heal us up. That's all we need. If I could get the shielding off earlier, then...
Brennan, you stand clear before me.
Conflict is pitiless.
Oh! Oh! My ears! That was horrible.
You don't look so good. Well, what's the feel kick?
That was a... They're kind of like the guys on the space station, except made of wood and from Inforius. Please don't kill Sunday.
That it? Here is thunder!
Lance at the ready.
Sunday will not die, probably, but
I will overcome the thorns.
he'll only almost be
Follow my
dead.
charge.
Are
Conflict
we gonna get a...
is pitiless.
Okay. Okay, they didn't make that horrible sound. Okay, the sound wasn't bad. It was just very, very loud.
Lance ablaze.
I guess if Sunday dies,
Flaming
Violet
lance.
will just use her passive.
Forward.
That one talent she has where she can resurrect someone.
Not a threat.
Let go.
Oh, he died. Okay. That's fine.
Your treatment's not done yet!
Now is not the moment to pause.
Well, you shouldn't have died then. Oh, I don't have any skill points. Good grief.
Let me tend to your wound.
This is kind of hard. It's like... I guess I could use like an imaginary team over this team.
Serenity stands clear before me.
There's no time to lose. Here. There's thunder!
Yeah, they make that noise when they're weakness broken, but if they're all weakness broken at the same time, it's just a horrendous moment.
Is that it?
Well, what's the field kick?
Okay, I'll let her use her
Time to
ultimate.
show you. What's in your prescription?
Nice teamwork.
Is that it?
Hey, she kind of combats their stupid abilities, so...
Pitiless.
Fracture.
Tournament out. Bid you farewell.
Well, they're probably lightning,
Here. There's thunder!
quantum, and imaginary weakness because they want you to be using like Aglaya, Treeby, and Mighty, who we don't have yet. Guys, like, this is so bad.
Conflict is pitiless.
This is just like a lot.
I have heard the call. Loud.
Wait, there's like no
Serenity
music.
stands clear
We're just
before
like vibing without any music.
Follow
We're just
my charge.
fighting. Like, what's
Here.
going on here?
There's thunder!
Yeah, I could use his ultimate, but guys, what if I don't want to do that? Yeah, so when
You
these
don't look
guys,
so good.
okay, the Tide Rotor Blades, I guess is what they're called. When they're weakness broken, they make that boom sound. But when all 5 of them
Follow
or
my charge.
whatever are weakness broken at the same
Conflict.
time,
Is pitiless.
that sound is multiplied, apparently, 3 times over.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
I don't want to fight you guys if I don't have to. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna ignore you. Okay, I guess if I ignore them, they'll ignore me. That works. Okay, enter the hidden passage. I just like using my genuine team, but I don't know. Oh, it looks like that. Okay. That one once again.
The golden thread is vibrating more and more violently.
Everyone, let's be even more cautious.
We don't know what's hidden. Okay, avoiding the baddies. I don't really want to fight any baddies. I just want to do the quest, guys. That's all I want, is to do the quest. Okay. Going to go a little bit further, and then I'm going to pause, and there'll be a break in the video, because it's almost my coffee time already. I started this video a little later in the day.
Hold on. The butterfly of divine mind is gone?
What does that mean? I don't know. We'll figure out. You will figure out in just a second. I will figure out in just a few minutes. Okay. Now let's figure this out. Let's figure out what's going on. I'm honestly in such a good mood today, and I think it's just because the weather's getting warmer here and the sun... I mean, the sun's been out for a while, but...
Was it for fending off the black tide? Or perhaps...
Or perhaps...
What exactly is this butterfly of divine mind? Is it a very powerful guardian monster?
Of the divine mind?
No, how should I put it? It's considered a safeguard for the Titan's core flame. This butterfly is created from Nestia's remaining divine mind and bears the responsibility of guarding the core flame.
I just... Every time, I try not to, like, think about it too much, but why does Castrus's mouth move so weird compared to everyone else's? It's like her mouth doesn't keep up with what she's saying, or it moves too fast for what she's saying, and then it has to slow way down. Like, I don't know. Anyway. Is created from Nestia's remaining divine mind and bears responsibility of guarding the core flame.
Legend has it that someone can only pass the trial of the butterfly by proving they possess pure and unselfish love within their heart. Only then can they awaken the great tree to open up the path to meet Circe's.
Yeah, I think Anaxa can do that. He's such a lovely and loving person.
But how are we going to prove it?
Will telling Titan I love you work? Mem is good at doing that.
Sorry, but even I don't know how.
Okay, I was thinking it was like
After all, this is a secret among secrets that only
the trial for getting Circe's core flame.
And even Amphorius know.
But maybe not quite the same thing as like the trial that Finan had to do.
Rather than worry about this,
They're just trying to obtain the core
Trian,
flame so they
did
can
the golden
safeguard
thread
it.
react to anything around here?
No. That unknown thing seems to be even farther ahead and higher up.
Further and higher. But isn't that a dead end up ahead?
Perhaps we can try again. Let's see if the butterfly will still react to the golden bough of vows despite having dissipated. If it's indeed the token mentioned in the legends, there should be a reaction.
One would hope. Take petal from golden bough of vows. You take a single petal from the golden bough of vows and offer it with both hands. The butterfly didn't even move 1 inch. Pick up the petal and wave it in front of the butterfly. With your extensive experience in dealing with little creatures, you are certain the butterfly will not ignore you unless it can resist the urge. Alas, it seems that it has indeed resisted the urge. Do we have to use some kind of special spell?
Let me give it a try. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Every time she says it, she sounds less and less invested in this, like, chant. The butterfly still didn't move 1 inch. Trian!
Lady Trian, and even Mem? Where have they disappeared to?
Little Gray, little Cass, look over here, quick! Mummy, he's about to burst into flames!
What?
The voice seems to be coming from the Star Chase atrium.
I don't have time for things. I gotta go see if Mem and Trian are okay. Why did they leave, though?
Little Gray, little Cass, it's bad. It's very bad.
Don't worry, friend. I'm fine. I just feel a little warm. But it would be best if you could keep me from becoming a snack for these little things. But yeah, they're so little. Sorry, I shouldn't have called you guys little things. Calm down, we'll be right there.
Lady Trian, what exactly happened just now?
Trian and Memmy were looking around to see if there were any mechanisms nearby. But just as they went to take a closer look at that big piece of amber, they were surrounded.
I see. Let's get a move on. The orbs belonging to Ornyx's priests should be nearby. Hopefully they'll be of some use.
One can hope. I'll leave it in your capable hands. Before I'm cooked, let me first think about how to apologize. Sniffle. Before I'm cooked. She's cooked, or they're cooked. Sorry, I don't know. Mem's a girl, I don't care. Alright, so I guess I need to start here. Well done, friend. I feel so much cooler now. Okay, I don't think I can get through here. I have to go... I'd have to get on the other side. There's a chest up here. That's pretty cool.
Oh, a delightful surprise.
There's a Titankin over here. Don't really want to fight you. Not gonna lie. Perfect. My fur still drying. Okay. Okay, let's engage the miracle orb.
It's connected! Let's hurry! Memmy is already bouncing around due to the heat!
Okay, we get down there, I guess? I'm confused. What do you mean? Oh, I can go down this way. I'm gonna grab this chest first, because that sounds like fun. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, let's grab the orb. So we can rewind it all the way. With just a tap. So warm. Much comfort. Okay. Will this be fine?
No, I'm starting to smell something delicious.
Oh no. That must be because I can't help giving off an irresistible charm. In other words, Mem smells very good when she's being cooked. Or they. You're finally here, friend. I've been waiting for a while now. Let's surround them. It's time to give them, this bunch of ungentlemanly fools, a taste of my fiery and fatal allure. Sure. Can they just... I'm burning hot right now. I feel like I've reached medium well. No, perhaps I'm on the verge of becoming well done. Okay, well now I really don't want...
Let me tend to your wounds!
Can I... Okay, can I restart the challenge? This team is probably better. But I need imaginary, right? Okay. Yeah, it's probably this. This probably works a little bit better. Did I break the game? Okay, no, we're good.
He sent a storm. Heaven surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
Haven't used this team in a
Allow
while.
me to see you off.
Better to make no move than wait for your.
Yeah, you have a long ass.
I'm honored by your
voice
presence. Since you're already here,
Jocho, my favorite debuffer.
why not have a meeting?
He's so wistful. Let's see, is it gonna... Oof, that was quite the...
My throat is feeling much better.
Say you use ultimate to dispel it? I think we'll be fine.
Celestial dragon. Break!
We can also use
Waken
his
dormant
ultimate.
scales. Delve hidden.
Does this
lore.
do what it says what I thought it said it did? If that makes sense. Yes, it dispels. Okay. Well, they're dead anyway. Precision and grace. That did not take much effort. Was this supposed to be a challenge? Just kidding. I wanted to marvel at how Xynthia and Cass always managed to resolve crises so effortlessly. Actually, there's 4 of us. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot about Trianne.
It's alright. Trianne only just flew down.
I'm glad that everyone is all right. Speaking of which, this piece of amber is...
A remnant of Nestia's core flame. To get to the
Calypso's
throne
back.
at the treetop,
She can only
gather the
manifest
embers
inside.
before you
She's
with
an
the
indoor
golden
girly.
bough of vows, and present it to the divine butterfly.
Whoa, where did you come from?
You finally appeared, Lady Calypso.
Yes, it's been some time. The battle just now was a true delight, and I feel quite elated.
Elation.
Seems
The
like
path of
I'll
elation.
really be able to rely on all of you to reclaim my true form.
Lady Trian, how does the golden thread react to her?
Oh. Huh. There's no reaction at all.
Obviously. After all, the fragment that you picked up just now is completely unrelated
Is
to me.
Calypso related? Okay, because she said... Wait, let me go back. Nestia's core flame. My guess is either Calypso is like a fragment of Nestia, kind of like Nias was a fragment of Nikador, or she's a fragment of Circe's.
All right. Just do as I say. If you're able to pass the trial, I will
And
tell
the
you
fact that she's the
everything
one giving us these
truthfully.
trials makes a lot of sense in my opinion.
Another trial.
Come on, I hate people who don't finish their thoughts.
But we have to go to the treetop to find Nax anyway, right?
I've got a hunch. Come, let's collect the embers and go confront her.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. So, Amber.
According to Calypso, we just have to gather the embers before us with the golden bough of vows.
As the golden water lily touches the amber, flames spill from its petals. Curiously, the fire does not consume the flower entirely. Oh, does not consume the entire flower. Only faint sparks gather at the tips, subtly burning.
How incredible.
Burning golden bough of vows. Or else we just have to prevent it to the butterfly? There's a chest over here. This isn't the right way. No, 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 no. I don't want to fight anyone right now. Okay, where am I trying to go back to? I don't know. Did I? Okay, yeah, I think I need to go this way. Yeah, I can't, because I came from this direction. Oh wait, I think I need to use the mirror. I need to perform the miracle to get back. I heard a chest, but I'm not gonna bother. I'd rather just continue with the quest line. Okay. We can perform the miracle again. We can just leave now. The game keeps stuttering like that. Is it a sign that the game is too much for my actual computer tower to bear? Like, what? Okay, offer embers.
It seems like you managed to gather the embers. In that case, just offer it to the divine butterfly.
It'll be fine. Let's just do as she says.
Offer the faintly burning golden bough of vows. Ooh, look at that. So pretty.
It's a success! Path has appeared.
Heh.
All of you have indeed passed the trial.
Titan's sad cries. I wonder why we're learning more about Nestia, even though, like, I assume we'd learn more about Nestia anyway, but, like, we already have her core flame lit by Aglaia, so I felt like we wouldn't really encounter her much. I think they call Nestia her. I don't know. I think most of the time the Titans are they, so I don't know. Titan's sad cries.
I'll be back shortly.
Oh. more Titans and crimes.
Of course, our promise still stands. But now, it's time for me to sacrifice myself.
Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, lady?
If the West Wind ever ends, let that be the place where we reunite. Farewell, my love.
Lady Calypso, this is...
It's nothing much. Thank you so much for your help. Now, it's time for me to fulfill my part of the promise.
We thought she was tricking us the whole time, but she in fact was helping us,
Well,
I think.
in that case, I can start. You're actually Circe's, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. What's going on? You're the Titan?
Oh my. The children of humanity have passed.
That's what I was saying. I thought she was either going to be Nestia or Circe's.
I was wondering when you were planning to expose me. How did you know?
The riddle-like trials, your distrustful yet sincere character, referring to Nestia as your love, and the head of the Litophagus is actually called Medea and not Calypso.
Since you knew from the start that I was not who I said I was, why did you wait until now to expose me?
Because I did not believe that Circe would walk this world in a human form. I was also afraid that the Titans were under the control of the Black Tide and would do us harm. Also, to make a claim, one must have evidence. This is the precious knowledge that I acquired during my time at the Grove.
Excellent. To think we were able to gain a new chance at life in the midst of death. Fate truly is a mysterious thing.
Truly.
Well, shouldn't you also tell us why you went through all the trouble of setting up these riddles?
Oh, the reason's quite simple. I needed your help, and just like how you were wary of me, I had to ensure that you were not villains who were trying to get their hands on the core flame. I also had to ascertain that you were capable of dealing with the threat at hand.
Is this threat related to the Black Tide?
Indeed, and it's even more related to that lost item from before. Its owner is a quiet and paranoid hunter who seems to have been reborn from the Black Tide and is attacking along with it.
Paranoid hunter who seems to have been reborn from the Black Tide.
As I could not do anything about him, I split my body up and escaped to avoid harm.
She
I
horcruxed
bided my
it.
time for a chance to seek assistance. Unfortunately, this was not a sustainable long-term plan.
What you mean is that you hid your own core flame?
Indeed. I split it into 3. I hid one within the golden bough of vows, and sealed another in the amber, along with Nestia's remaining embers.
So, Nestia and Circe's like lovers? Or is it just because Nestia is called the Romance Titan that other Titans would call them their love?
As for the last one,
Is it
it's currently in Anaxa's body.
in
which is
Anaxa's
in
body?
dire need of repair.
She just went, bink. Your child is now a hydrogen bomb. Like, what? Kind of like how we have the Stellaron. She's like, bing, you. I mean, I knew Anaxa was gonna be the, like, everyone knew he's the Chrysos heir for Circe's, so obviously.
What? Do you mean that you're using such a method?
Or, like I said, she horcruxed it.
After all,
She's just
the
Voldemort,
scholars of
except
the Grove
not evil.
have
And
always been willing to
in
lay
ancient
down their
Greece.
lives to defend my core flame. As a respected god, it would be too embarrassing if I were to do nothing and simply watch the children of humanity give up their lives for me. especially that heretic named Anaxa.
He's that heretic. He's a heretic,
He
but
did
I
not
trust
even
him.
hesitate to tear his soul apart and use it to perform a miracle. He trapped all the creations of the Black Tide within the grove so that they would not be able to harm others. His way of thinking was so out of the ordinary that I felt it would be a waste for him to meet his demise in the Black Tide. And so, I decided to save his life.
That's how
Of course,
giving
this
him
also meant that I
a
was
piece
able
of
to
her
conceal
soul
myself and remain hidden. Well,
to save
that's
him, essentially.
also an equivalent exchange, right?
Ah, I finally understand. So you want us to lend you a hand in piecing your core flame back together. We'll also be able to save Anaxa that way.
What a smart little bunny. This way, I'll be able to regain my true form. And you will be able to bring the core flame and your teacher back to Alchema. We'll also take down the black-robed swordmaster at the throne. Together, in one go.
But, Circes, aren't you the Reason Titan?
Even if I do not have the authority of strife, I'm still a god. I just need you to buy me some time against the warrior's blade. Once the core flame is reformed, I'll be able to show my hand.
Just leave it to me. Buying time is my specialty.
Excellent. Then just continue climbing to reach my throne. Turn the golden bough of vows into firewood to reignite the core flame of reason.
Okay. Butterfly adores flower. Pass the Butterfly of Divine Mind's trial. Okay. Guess we'll go this way.
I'll leave it to you, children of humanity. May you be blessed with good fortune.
Thanks, Circes.
It seems like a fierce battle will be inevitable.
Don't worry, Trian will protect everyone.
I have no doubt you will, Trian. Wow, Don Hung. Okay, sorry. I haven't used Don Hung and Bairuene in a while. For like story quest purposes, but I feel like he's just more useful right now. For the story quest.
Ahead lies the Luminary Throne, and also the battlefield that we're about to step onto.
Ma'am,
Ah, this... Friends, can you feel it?
Memmy, what's wrong?
The memories here have a very intense smell. It's the scent of bulrush, sand, and the blazing sun.
Memmy, ma'am. Is this
Oh,
Professor Anaxa?
Professor Anaxa.
My eyes can no longer see.
Oh, no, he's going blind. He's giving himself up.
No matter. All I have to do is to place this body at the core of the array.
He's ripping his soul apart to
For the
keep
sake of Amphorius.
Amphorius and Circes and...
Die with me, Titan.
I don't know. He's an interesting guy. Whoa. This place is pretty, if not for the, you know, dead bodies. Oops. Okay. What's that? Who's this? Ah.
Circes was right. He's indeed here.
But who are you?
Who is this black-robed guy?
This person is the source of the smell and the memory. No, he's basically the memory himself. Itself, sorry. The burning paradise, the shattered sun, and what? Carnage, death, and destruction. Cool, yeah. Hey!
Everyone, brace yourself. This must be the hunter reborn from the black tide that Circes was talking about.
Oh, that would make sense.
The black sword and cloak.
Is that a really sword, though? It just looks like a staff. Like a
The owner
little
of
stick
the
with a
piece of
moon
cloth.
on it.
The north wind that sent over the deathly fog of Thanatos.
Hmm.
You're not demigods.
Not quite.
Stand down or die.
We will be demigods, so shut up. Quick, run! It's just us. We won't be able to defeat them. Blah, blah. Things will get better when the Titan attacks. Don't worry, I'll protect everyone. Let's do this.
Trian will also protect everyone. Trian is brave.
We got this, guys. No worries.
Yes. Only this time, may death protect us.
I sure hope so.
Be careful.
Ooh, what's she doing?
One slash. Two slashes.
Oh gosh. No.
Three slashes.
3 slashes are enough. What does that mean? What does it mean? Who are you?
Exactly are you?
Yeah, that's what I want.
The harmony will soon play in unison.
I got this. This is not the team! Oh no. Why does his type keep changing? We're using this team. This team will be much better. No, he has no imaginary weakness.
Exactly are you?
Okay.
A well-matched opponent.
Don't worry, got this.
It's pitiless.
Let me tend to your wounds.
Lance at the ready. Fracture!
Do I want to defeat the Shadow Clones first?
I've heard the call. Loud strength, and he stands clear before me. In this mortal form.
You don't stand a chance if you can't act, because
Watch
Sunday
over
will just advance his
and
turn.
guide you on your path.
Just advance
There's no
Jinyuan's
time to
turn.
lose.
Oh my gosh, sorry, I was taking a sip of coffee.
Here.
Ah.
It's thunder!
Why does he have corrosion?
Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirit. Heed my
Who
word.
are you?
Show no mercy!
Why are you here? What were you gonna do with Anaxa?
So powerful. Circes was right.
Okay. Where is she? Is the core flame still not pieced together yet? Okay, I don't know what it told me to do, so I'm just gonna keep going.
It's
I'm
pitiless.
just gonna keep attacking.
Now, bid you farewell.
Hey, I can win the battle. Like, battles of attrition, I can win those.
Return to the great tree. Offer your souls to the fire.
Not good.
I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, we were supposed to die. Good.
In that case,
Ooh. Get him, Castrus. Get him. Okay. Oh. Oh. Anaxa?
Can't be killed in a single blow. You are indeed no ordinary human.
Mmm. This is a tasteful, like...
Children of humanity.
An Axa? Okay.
The ambush failed. It'll be difficult to find another opportunity.
Professor Naxa?
It's
It's Cersei's.
probably a combination of both. You're finally here. I missed you so much.
Serenity stands clear before me.
We don't have Sunday's first active anymore though, because the battle ended before he could get.
Time for the master stroke.
Okay, so he receives additional damage and his HP is reduced
Heed
when
my
I defeat the
word.
Shadow Clones. So I should probably focus on those first? I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't matter a whole lot, you just fight it. I mean, especially if you're in this position where you're an erudition character, you're gonna hit them all.
Fighting is so much more
He's kind of insane now. He's kind of a weird
Lance at the ready.
creation. Just a weird creature. Okay, we'll wait.
Bid you farewell.
First of all, I feel like we're just gonna get through this really easily.
Thunder!
You don't really need the...
That was tough.
What? Oh, okay. What? Okay. Okay.
This is bad.
Century Gate,
What's getting him? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. But didn't Trian know? Will she come back? I know she didn't have very many of those left in her. She can only open it like 2 more times, I thought I remember hearing. Okay.
That was a close call. Thank goodness that we returned to Akama unharmed.
Akama, your baseballer is back. Poor Trian.
Has my head. It still hurts.
Okay, Trian, grow up. We all have headaches. Just kidding. I feel sorry for her.
Sorry. I know you told me not to open the gate.
Please don't blame yourself, Lady Trian. If it weren't for you, we would have already met our end at the Grove.
I feel awful.
Go see Hyacinth for some
need to go
much-needed treatment,
To
right?
get some rest.
That'll help, and it's totally not dependent on how many times you open that gate.
Lady Trian, you haven't been well since you woke up. Are you sure you can make it back on your own?
All this noise and commotion. Akama hasn't changed a bit, has it?
Bro, really? That's all you have to say?
Professor Anaxa?
There's no need for doubt. The Titan no longer speaks. It is I, Anaxagoras of the New Sporists.
And no one calls you that.
Indeed. You are the only one who would refer to yourself like that.
Everyone's like, we are not calling you Anaxagoras or whatever it is.
Professor, let me be
Anaxa.
frank.
We all
The
call you
mission
that.
Lady Aglaya entrusted us is to search for survivors.
It's kind of like how it's
uncover the
Midamos, but we all
truth
call him
about the
Mighty.
disaster
Ain't no
at
one
the
call him
Grove,
Midamos.
and retrieve the core flame of Cersei's.
That does not surprise me. And now, I'm a survivor who witnessed the entirety of the disaster, as well as the defenseless bearer of a core flame. Are you going to bring me to Aglaya to fulfill your duty?
That is indeed my duty. But I prefer not to present you to her as a captive or spoil of battle.
Fine. There's no need to make your life difficult. I'm not against meeting that woman. But I have some things to take care of first. The families of some of my fellow Grove Scholars live in the Holy City. Before we meet Aglaya, I want to visit them.
Reasonable enough. What do you have to do it... Sorry. Why do you have to do it before meeting Aglaya?
Because Lady Aglaya will probably be against it.
Really?
Let me guess. That woman will not only prevent me from visiting the families of the deceased, but will also suppress any information about the Grove. She's always been that cold-hearted.
It is interesting that she's kind of like he says, cold-hearted. She's kind of like this secretive, closed-off, cold-hearted woman, but she's also the crisis heir for Nestia, which is like romance and love. Kind of a weird.
My fellows at the Grove gave their lives
Weird
defending the
flip-flop
core
thing
flame and
going on.
fighting the Black Tide alongside me. Their families deserve to know the truth.
You intend to do it without her knowledge.
Do you really think that woman would treat me well, even if I behaved and proved my loyalty? I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more anger on her face. Are you going to stop me, Kesterus?
I will accompany you, but please understand that Lady Aglaya has her own considerations.
You truly have the makings of a fine scholar, putting yourself in other people's shoes like that. Let's go. I won't go overboard.
You better not, buddy.
So, after all these years, you and Lady Aglaya are still...
Neither of us is narrow-minded. You should know the root cause of our conflict.
They just don't get along. I want the treasure.
A diamond in the
Look at us. We're so healthy and not low on HP at all. I was gonna say, I think the like star pattern on his chest, woman with gentle expression,
Hello.
is actually like a
And
sign that his
you
like
are?
he's taking his soul apart.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, you are Kallinicus's wife, right?
Yes. Oh, are you a messenger? No wonder I haven't heard any news for so long. There's been a change in personnel, hasn't there?
Ma'am, Kallinicus passed away a few days ago, defending the Grove against the Black Tide.
He has to deliver this news to them. All these people.
Did he manage to defend the Grove?
Huh?
This is the first thing you ask after hearing of his passing?
Yes. He managed to protect Cersei's core flame at the cost of his life.
I mean, I think the people of the Grove very value protecting the core flame very highly, even like above their own lives, so it makes sense.
See. I'll select some of his possessions and pick a nice resting place for him.
Please let us know if you need any help, ma'am.
I come from Kremnos. Death and sacrifice are things I've learned to face with composure. You know, Kallinicus, even though he was a scholar, he'd always ask me to teach him how to fight whenever he came back. Isn't it funny that a Chrysos heir like him wants to learn from an ordinary person like me? I've been prepared for this for a long time. In times like these, any ordinary goodbye might just turn out to be a final farewell.
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I was once a warrior, and I'll find my way back to the battlefield someday. With the coming coronation of the new king of Kremnos, I'll take up my lance against the creatures of the Black Tide and seek vengeance for my husband.
Yeah, but I don't think your prince wants to become king. I'm sorry to say, Midamos does not seem very interested in becoming king.
Oh, hello, young ones. Is there anything I can help you with?
Are you the father of Kenani and Artakama?
Ah, yes. Did my daughters cause trouble in school again? Alas, forgive this old brain of mine. Both of my daughters graduated long ago, and they are now scholars at the Grove. As I get older, memories from years past tend to blend together.
They're not causing
What's
trouble
the
anymore.
matter, young one? Why so quiet? Did
'Cause
my
they can't.
daughters really get into some trouble? If they refuse to apologize, just let me know. Their old dad can still talk some sense into them.
You can't anymore.
What should we do? I really can't tell him.
Don't ask me. I'm getting all teary-eyed as well.
Mr. Fabio. The Black Tide took Kinani and Artakama.
What?
Aw, poor guy.
They fought until their last breath against the Black Tide to defend the Grove. As the Chrysos heir stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them. Mr. Fabio, if you're upset.
Yeah, so I'm saying that sorry, I'm just like interrupting this very sad moment to talk about my observations. But the star pattern on his chest, I think that's like literally empty space there. Because I've seen like a little leak maybe of like him lifting his eye patch, and it's like literally there's nothing in there except like the galaxy pattern. So seeing the same pattern on his chest makes me think there's nothing there. And it's like, you know, symbolizing the fact that he is like giving up parts of his soul body to protect the core flame and all that.
Don't put it that way.
Because he said he like gives up a piece of his soul
Even
to keep like
if my
those
Artakama
images of himself alive
wasn't
to guide
one
people.
of the Chrysos heirs mentioned in the prophecy. She was still a heroine, wasn't she?
Of course. Of course she was. Oh, now he's crying. Oh, wait. Okay, the lady over here doesn't look like she's crying, but now he's crying over here, and that's sad. Okay. Sorry. Young man. Hello, young man.
What's wrong? I'm busy. There's a lot going on in the city, and I've got my hands full.
Mister, we're sorry to bother you, but...
No, wait. Lady Casters, did Lady Aglaia send you because of some mistake I made at work?
Keep your cool, Titus.
Titus.
I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany.
Anaxagoras. Sorry, I
and a
never know how to
colleague
say
of your
it.
Father, old Titus. A few days ago, your father passed away.
Wait, what? My old man died? That's no shocker. At his age, he was due for the River of Souls any time.
How can you say that? He's your...
Just up and left me behind. That old man.
No, he's
I've been
sad.
telling him for ages to stay in the Holy City and enjoy his retirement. But no, he just had to go off to that grove and mess around with those scholars. Still wouldn't budge after all those arguments. That stubborn old thing. I already got him a retirement home and was waiting for him to come around. All my effort is wasted now, and he didn't even give me a chance to say goodbye. That bull-headed old man, stubborn as a mule.
Poor guy. ...
That is it. That's all the colleagues' families that I remember.
Those who sacrifice their lives and their families are truly admirable. Wow, can I talk?
Good work,
Talking.
Miss. And Professor Anaxa.
Let's go. Take me to see Aglaia.
All right. I'll lead the way.
I feel like Anaxa's voice is so familiar, but I don't want to like... I don't know. I don't want to think about who it might be. I just want to chill. I'll figure it out when I figure it out. Because they didn't really... I don't think they've told us yet. Because they used to tell it every time they released like the character drip marketing on like social media. I would see who the voice actor is. But I don't think they've done that. I don't think they've been doing that for M4S, which is fine. Like I figured out who was voicing... Although they did release some of them. I don't know. Because I knew who was voicing Tribby before Tribby was released. But, And I figured out who was voicing Mighty during the special program. That's how I figured that out. special program told me, but anyway. I know who voices... Whoa, Tuskbeer, come here. Get off that. Oh no, it's stuck. No! You're gonna die! Okay, it's fine. Because I remember I saw a post on Instagram from, Finan's voice actor saying like, I voice Finan in Honkai Star Rail. It was just like in my recommended feed. I don't follow him on Instagram. Anyway. You're not a Glaya, you're just some random guy. Guard.
Miss Castoris.
Just kidding.
My lady, you're back.
Hello. We have an important matter to discuss with Lady Aglaya. May we trouble you to inform her of our presence?
My apologies, Miss Castoris. Lady Aglaya has just informed me that she has no time to receive anyone at the moment.
Really?
That's just great. She refuses to even see me. Answer me this, friend. Did Aglaya order you to take me directly to prison?
Oh.
Who are you?
What?
Please don't jest. It's possible that she really is busy. Let's wait here a moment, and I'll try to contact her using the slate.
Why do I have a feeling Anaxa does not know how to use a phone or a slate? He's like, I don't understand technology, it's stupid. Even though he's like super smart, he's like, I don't understand this. To Xynthia and company, of the Grove's circumstances we are now fully cognizant, and for thy most diligent efforts we harbor the deepest gratitude. Indeed, no words could adequately convey the depth of our appreciation. Alas, the Holy City presently faces sundry complications. I'm an English major, but I was an English major, but like, what? And manifold duties command our attention, precluding us from extending proper welcome. For this oversight, we express sincere regret. Furthermore, following thy arduous voyage, rest must be prioritized. The particulars of recent events shall be deliberated upon the morrow. So it is written. You writing literature? Why are you waxing poetic? The elegant style must be the garment maker's. Oh. Dear garment maker, please inform Lady Aglaya thus. Message received. We will take our rest today. We send her our regards. Very well. Alright, so I guess we have to go back and
rest.
rest.
It's fortunate we don't have to confront that woman while I'm hauling around this sick body. Castoris, and this friend I haven't gotten the chance to know. I'll take my leave for today.
Yeah, I'm just a rando, it's okay.
That Titan made a myriad of adjustments on their own. My head still aches from that. I don't want to stay a second longer in this noisy city if I can.
Please be careful. Akama isn't the Grove. This place
is covered by her golden threads. I know. That woman is extremely confident I won't escape her grasp. Don't worry. As I said before, I'll mind my behavior.
You better. Stay in line, mister. Just kidding.
So many unexpected things happened on our journey to the Grove. We truly had no intention of putting you in danger, let alone face the Black Tide head on.
I mean, I also chose this, so... Trouble is my old friend by now.
The Black Tide is not just an enemy of Akama, but all of Amphorius. Even back when the forces of strife coveted the Holy City, their warriors still undeniably halted the Black Tide outside Castrum Kremnos. Nigador's core flame now sits vacant, and the Black Tide has returned. The Grove is an academic city with the best understanding of the Black Tide. It shouldn't have fallen so easily, and yet it was taken overnight, leaving the city in blood and tears, haunted by the spirits of departed heroes. The trial of strife is imminent. I pray Mighty will be able to steel his resolve soon.
The dreadful enemies of the Grove are also creations of the Black Tide?
Lady Treeby once traveled across thousands of cities in Amphorius.
Thousands? How big is Amphorius?
But even they have no recollection of this powerful enemy in all their journeys. Perhaps the fall of strife has triggered even more terrifying events in unseen places. As for me, I detected a strong stench of death from that entity. But it wasn't because it had a connection with Thanatos. I'm afraid it's purely because it has sent countless others to their deaths. Speaking of Thanatos, Miss, there is something else I wish to verify with you. You must have an idea of the curse I bear by now. I was born as the shadow of death, a poison shunned by all living beings.
Yeah, I know you're connected to Thanatos.
Yet when you caught me in the grove, I'm curious why you weren't affected by my power, Miss.
I totally forgot about that, about this until you brought it up. Now that you mention it, I think the same thing happened in the vortex.
My apologies for the abrupt question. For all my life, I've always wondered, what is my connection to death? And why am I inextricably linked to Thanatos? Miss, you must be tired after being on the move these past few days. Please set aside the tragedy at the Grove for now, and rest for the day.
Yep. Alright, time to go to bed. Nameless recollection? What? Okay, I'm just checking my time. The scholar manifested in the grove and doused that radiating blaze. The crisis experienced through your travels. Head to the book and write it down. No, I'm not gonna do that. I will not. Also, I don't think I claimed my daily. Yeah, I didn't grab this yet. Okay.
Miss, you must be tired after being on the move these past few days. Please set aside the tragedy at the Grove for now, and rest for the day.
Sounds good. Okay, return to your private bath chamber and end the day. Let's go.
Have you heard?
Wait, I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah. Oops. Don Hung. Oh, he looks like he's been well. Yeah, why didn't he come with us? Did he just want to stay here? Don Hung, hello. Long time no see. I've heard about what happened from Finan. You've been through a lot. Huh? Finan? How did you hear about it from him? Oh, what? Oh, okay. I missed you so much, my dearest friend. It seems you took things pretty hard. What were you doing while I was gone? I was organizing logs. I also asked Hyacinth for some research material from the Grove. Excuse me. I discovered something interesting. Do you remember that Emphorius' sky was sealed away by a titan? Aquila's presence keeps this world isolated from the rest of the world beyond the sky. It seems Hyacinth's ancestors were the sky priests who worshipped Aquila. Perhaps she can give us more clues and to find a way back to the Astral Express. Nothing out of the ordinary happened in the Holy City in the past few days. I didn't have time to talk to anyone either. It was kind of nice spending time alone. Ah, our good introvert. Just you wait. Your good times are coming to an end. After what happened at the Grove, there's sure to be unrest in the coming days. We should rest for now. You look tired. You should get some sleep before we set off tomorrow. Where are we going? Oh, by the way, I heard some rumors. If you're going to wander around, I suggest avoiding the hot bath. What? Why? Triby's POV. Sometime before, in the Marmorial Palace...
Trian?
What's wrong? Is there trouble at the Grove?
Yes, I sensed something. It was fleeting, but very strong. It feels like they're in some big trouble. Trian used the Century Gate again.
Can you see what's actually happening?
No, it's fuzzy like always. But the enemy's aura has disappeared. Maybe they've moved to a safe place?
Let's hope that it's just a false alarm. We should place our trust in her and Castra's teacher. They will keep Trian safe.
Heidi, you're talking like we are little kids. One day, Trian will reach her limit, and Triby will take on the role of gatekeeper from her. We are all aware of that. I am just a little concerned about her state of mind. Trian was already unable to speak, even in short sentences when they left. We want to say a proper goodbye at the very least.
I will pray with you.
Thanks. And Aggie?
So there's a chance that
we
Trian just
to come with us
dies?
to the baths this time to unwind. It feels like neither of us have laughed for a long while. It's time to head out with the west wind.
All right.
Oh, Treeby isn't our... I guess we temporarily can have Treeby. Stop. Stop. How many times? Okay. We can add Treeby to our... Oh. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we'll add Treeby. We'll just add her so we can, you know. It's the immersion, guys. The immersion. Hiya! Oh.
Hot and heavy. Has it always been like this?
I love how long they take to turn. It's so nice.
Is someone injured over there?
Just another person, like, passed out or whatever?
What happened here?
Watch out! Watch out! For the Kremnoan!
Kremnoan? This is their doing?
Huh?
Maggie, now's not the time to dwell on that. Let's help the injured people first.
Excuse me! Coming through! Oh, you two are here as well. That's a relief.
Even the Twilight Courtyard is involved? What in the world happened here?
I actually just came to relax. But as soon as I got here, I saw all these people lying on the ground. I've examined them, and they don't seem to be seriously ill. It feels like they've just spent too much time in the hot water.
I'm gonna say they just were passing out from the heat.
Multiple
maybe?
individuals fainting simultaneously from the hot pool steam? Where is the manager of the baths?
He disappeared, and no one knows where he's gone to. Some people have been saying that the Kremnoans are behind this.
Are they really, though?
Lady Aglaya, what do you think about this?
Well, they could be. I don't know.
Let these people rest. The two of you, please come with me.
Have you thought of something, Aggie?
Yes. While their intentions elude me, it's time to bring this farce to a close.
To a close. Okay, we're going...
The Kremnoan.
The Kremnoan. Okay, who?
This is all you can do, huh? Pitiable deliverer.
What is going on? Ina's just on the ground. Why is this funny to me?
Snowy! Even Snowy!
He just couldn't take a little bit of heat. Let me guess. They were in one of those competitions where they were trying to see who could endure the heat the longest, and Finan didn't make it. That's my guess.
The culprit is Mightimos. Oh.
Look, he has his finger out like he's gonna write the name in the...
Dee, what did you do to everybody?
It's just another duel where I claimed victory.
I knew it. I knew it.
As I expected. On the surface, these two are the mightiest warriors in the Holy City. But they're still impulsive youths at heart. Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly what kind of foolishness you and Finan indulged in this time.
They're so goofy. Some time ago. Sorry, this is just so funny. None of these are things Mighty would say. He's a little too abrasive. I'll just say winning and losing are all part of a warrior's life. Don't let it get to you. Yeah.
No, none of those sound right.
That's what I was thinking too, but keep your chin up. You have greater things to achieve. Wanna grab a drink with me, pal? If you're up for it, let's have a talk. None of these are what he would say either.
Forget it.
He's bad at words of comfort. I see you still alive and kicking, Deliverer.
Am I seeing things? Is the magnificent Deliverer finally deigning to step outside?
He can't bring himself to say, is everything okay? He'll just say, I see you're up and kicking.
What kind of response is that?
Tenandayo. It has that kind of... It has that, vibe.
Nothing. I was just imitating your usual response.
Wow.
I don't feel anything special from you. Have you passed the demigod trial?
The ritual hasn't reopened yet. In case you forgot, it hasn't been that long since I pulled you out of the trial.
I didn't forget.
Then, you're welcome.
In twilight's last gleam, Makima stands bold. Her walls sturdy, tales untold. Dreaming of her fruitful gardens, pilgrims arrive from distant lands. Figs and olives, oh so grand.
What is bro yapping about?
Yet little do they know that they will step into flames, fuel to the fire, a burning brand.
What are you playing at this time?
I just felt like reciting a few lines of poetry. Surely the Crown Prince of Kremnos knows how to appreciate poetry, right?
He just sounds so sad.
Kremnoans steer clear of such
weak literature.
But my library doesn't lack collections of this kind.
These lines express the poet's yearning for their home, just as Akama is distant from many people's homes.
I know how to interpret poetry, Haikis.
Haikis, scoundrel. Their interactions are so funny.
There's no point in pretending to be profound, my friend. Thank you for helping me out when I was in a tight spot, but it seems to me that you aren't prepared for the trial either.
Don't compare your situation with mine. My people are still relying on me. I can't ascend to godhood on my own without first resolving their issues.
So, are you suggesting that you, the mighty Mightimos, and the heir to the throne of Kremnos wish to defy tradition that has endured among your people for millennia?
Yes, he does. Spoiler alert, he does. It's not really a spoiler. We figured that out a while ago. He doesn't want to continue the cycle of bloodshed that comes with ascending to the throne. And he doesn't want to inherit the core flame of strife. He's a gentle soul, deep down, I think. Not really, but...
Still thinking about what I should do.
Never mind. It's probably not my place to offer you counsel. An idea does strike me, though.
Go ahead. Let's see what terrible ideas you've come up with this time.
Maybe we both need to relieve some stress. Come, Mightimos. Let's recommence our previous competition. This time, we'll see who can stay in the super hot bath for longer.
I literally said that that's what they were doing. I knew that is what they would be doing because they're stupid, silly men.
Why?
And they're competitive.
Are you chickening out?
The phrase chickening out does not exist in the Kremnoan
I like how he will say that. It doesn't exist in the Kremnoan language.
I just find this situation absurd. That's all. All-knowing historian, are you not aware that we Kremnoans use boiling water from sword forging for our baths? Looks like I'll have to teach you some royal etiquette today.
They're so silly.
And thus, an unprecedented sauna battle commences! With unparalleled resolve, the two warriors' determination even alters the very hue of the steam. Flames intertwine with scalding vapor, reaching toward the heavens.
Mightimos just seems like the kind of guy who could endure that kind of heat better anyway.
So magnificent that none dare gaze
Like I said, Finan may be inheriting the core flame of strife, but I also feel like Finan's kind of pathetic. Kind of a pathetic man.
What's happening in the competition? Why don't I regale you with a tale of kings to pass the time? Do you recall the legend of the Gorgo Lion mentioned by a certain veteran? The central figure, the main character.
Oh, it was so silly. That was funny, Bath Sprite.
An oryx stood as its formidable rival
two beasts started their timeless battle on the plains of Tritos. The lion regarded the oryx as its food, while the oryx perceived the lion as a scornful, oppressive, and challenging barrier that it swore to topple with its antlers. For tens of thousands of years, without respite, the two creatures thus continued their relentless pursuit and rivalry.
I mean, sounds familiar.
It fixated on its rival's fleeing form in the chase.
These sounds are kind of sus, if you know what I mean.
Sights on the other's neck, nearly within reach. It was stuck in a corner. It had nowhere to escape.
The heavy breathing is so sus.
On the land of Amphorius, some lives meet their end at dusk. Some die.
Some like random
And yet,
dropping water? I think it's just water drops.
fated to perish under the blistering sun at noon. And at last, the most scorching moment of the day descended upon them.
This is such a long bit, but it's pretty funny.
Fate heeded their call and arrived.
My lords, would you like me to reduce the temperature a little?
What? You're chickening out already? Get lost.
Are you asking me to get lost, or...?
Poor Daros.
Do whatever you want.
Oh, please forgive my presumptuousness, my lords.
They're just goofs. Hyacinth's like, really?
What a spectacle of folly.
This is what you get for daring to challenge a Kremnoan.
He's still dead.
In your own place.
What are we gonna do?
What I'm saying is, your little game dragged down quite a few innocent souls alongside you.
You will personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
That is quite the line. We will personally escort back home the customers left awestruck by our formidable presence.
This isn't fair. You're wearing way less than
I was gonna say, Mighty doesn't wear a shirt, and Finan's in a whole, like, I don't know, outfit.
Is this the latest trend now? Getting into the baths while dressed in full armor?
Don't look at me like that. It was he who challenged me. There is no word for flee in the Kremnoan language.
Like I said, he loves bringing up, but there's no word for blank in the Kremnoan language. Our people are strong and perfect.
Very well.
And our
Let us
language
bring
does
this
not have a room
fast
for
to a
weakness.
close, shall we? Warriors, it's time to get moving.
Stop this nonsense. After recovery, Fun and Maddie escorted the fainted bathers away from the scene. Oh my gosh. The scene of the crime. They're so silly. This time, Finan narrowly triumphed with a stunning 27-25 victory in terms of the number of trips safely escorted.
Alas,
They even competed in that way.
To be a lengthy one, replete with obstacles.
But thanks to those two, all the gloom has vanished into thin air. Oh, we just had quite the commotion. It's not every day we find the Marmorial Palace this serene. Shall we continue with our previous plans? Hyacinth, would you care to join us?
That's why Don Hung was like, maybe you shouldn't go into the baths.
Such an empty bath is indeed a rare sight. I was looking forward to unwinding after work. I'd be delighted to accept your invitation, Lady Treeby.
How about we go to the biggest bath?
The biggest bath. Let's go.
Let me check. The water temperature feels just perfect.
So, how is the feeling of having the entire bath to yourselves?
It would be nice.
It's so good.
Aw, look at them. This is cute. I feel like I would like to have this just as just a random wallpaper. You know? Okay.
But, Lady Treeby, aren't you going to soak in the bath with us?
We will have to pass. After all, we've become children.
What does that
Please
mean?
understand that she can no longer endure the heat of this pool due to the blessings of Janus.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Are you curious about us, Hyacinth?
I am, but something tells me that it might be better to change the topic.
Don't get all nervous. It's not something we can't discuss. The truth is, a long, long time ago, we were a mature adult just like Aggie.
Interesting.
Then, because of reasons, we inherited Janus's divinity and gained the power of passage. And in return, the price we had to pay was the splitting of our soul.
I was wondering, once she said, like, we inherited the divine, I was like, I wonder if inheriting the blessing somehow, either like, it's, like, split her up into three, but it's like it looks like it split her soul into three pieces. So.
Each opening of the Century Gate intensifies the strain on Treeby and the others. They are gradually regressing towards infancy, both in body and mind.
That's sad. It's like the, what is it, Benjamin Button story? But, like, I don't know much about that one. But that one, he was, like, born mature and generally, like, goes back over time. Yeah. But yes, that's sad, I'm sure.
We don't know what awaits us at the end either. But anyway, that's why we've turned into children.
In that case, when you opened that giant sentry gate above Akama during the battle against Nikador.
Well, there's no way around it. We all know that the flame chase journey won't be a smooth ride.
Maybe we can find a way to fix it. The primary research focus of Noosporists is the soul. We explore its depletion and methods to restore dispersed souls. As long as research continues, there might be a breakthrough that can help. We will do everything we can.
So your first reaction is in fact denial. You're indeed an Access student. I look forward to your good news, Hyacinth.
Now there's another reason to look forward to tomorrow.
I was gonna say, I thought they were all gonna be like, it's fine, there's nothing you can do. And it's like, oh, but.
Lady Treeby, what's wrong?
Oh no.
Something's off. It's that strong feeling again. Is it Trian?
Because this is all set before we came back to Akama, but.
Wait, no. It's not Trian this time.
It's not?
It's Trinan. Trinan is in danger.
In the meantime.
I win this round of escorting the bathers home.
Okay, you two. Oh my gosh, we're back to the children.
How does
the real
one
children.
contender alone make a valid competition?
Offering a compliment or two wouldn't be the end of you, you know.
Haikas.
What is that word? Is that your native tongue?
It means hyena. I'm likening you to a weak hyena. By the way, you emphasize the completely wrong syllable.
Though we've been acquainted for some time, I have rarely heard you talk in the ancient tongue of Kremnos.
It's because I'm not exactly a master at it either. I can listen and read just fine, but when it comes to writing...
You can write?
Oh my gosh. He's like... He's pushing all the right buttons.
You don't have a brain.
That was in jest. I understand. After all, you spent all your childhood wandering far from home.
Worry about yourself first, Deliverer. You also never mention your hometown, apart from when you need to introduce yourself.
True. I don't know anything about you, buddy.
Well, it's because there isn't much to say. Ides Elysiae is simply a tiny village that disappeared many years ago in the flames of war. The only times I get to see it are in my dreams, and in the trial from the Lance of Fury.
That's what I thought.
I knew it.
I did too. We're so smart, Mighty.
I saw it all. Ides Elysiae ablaze with everyone. My family, friends, and my kin. lying in a sea of flames. A blood-red half-sun hung in the sky, just like on that day. And before my eyes, that murderer killed Cyrene.
Cyrene. So yeah, okay. I kept hearing about Hyacinth and Cyrene, and I kept thinking they were the same character. I know I probably shouldn't have thought that, but for some reason in my brain they were the same. Because I think in like the initial thing that Honkai Star released on their Instagram with all the different characters, I'd have to go find it. Honkai, I just saw someone being like, is Genshin, is Hoyoverse fatphobic? And I'm like, guys, that's not a discussion we really need to have. Anyway, that's not. In a sense, that's not, okay, I'm looking for the characters, because I don't think they showed, yeah. So in the original lineup, they just had Aglaya, Tribi, Anaxa, Hyacinth. Right, I think I'm saying that right. Mighty, Cypher, Kestrus, and Phynon. So I kept seeing people talk about Cyrene and Hyacinth, and I just thought they were the same character. I was like, it's just a translation diff, obviously, but no.
But I saw its form this time.
Ooh.
A black cloak, an eerie mask, and a broken giant sword that carried an ominous aura.
We saw that too
In
the grove.
But even though I've been fighting, improving, and resolutely getting stronger all this time, I still couldn't defeat it.
You were blinded by hatred and almost lost yourself in that trial.
That's right.
Cyrene. Is that his sister?
And that's why I am truly thankful.
His sister,
to
a relative,
Lighthouse.
a lover? I don't know anything, so no one come after me. If this is supposed to be connected to like Honkai Impact 3rd lore, I don't know anything about Honkai Impact 3rd. Okay, I'm just taking this at face value and what it is. So obviously Cyrene, someone close to him, who died.
Better late than never.
Then what about you, Mighty? What did you see in that trial? What do you fear?
There is no word for fear in the Kremnoan language.
Bro.
I'm getting the feeling that your language has no words at all.
Exactly. Like, what do you mean you have no words for these things?
But to answer your question, I saw Akuma in the trial. As well as...
Oh, this is a nice... I like this, perspective. It makes for a nice, screenshot.
My old comrades.
My old comrades, aw.
Hephaestion. Perdiccas. Ionius.
Ptolemy! I know about Ptolemaic stuff.
Ever since I returned from the Sea of Souls, these 5 have been by my side. We faced life and death together during our days in exile. Those 10 years were arduous, yet filled with moments worth treasuring.
Wasn't Ptolemy the guy who...
Each night, we would gather by the campfire.
The Ptolemaic universe is the one where the Earth is at the center of the universe, and that's what people thought at first until later. I think so.
The wind in the wilds of Amphorius smelled like rust. Hephaestion would always tease me about adding goat milk to the honey brew, claiming I ruined the blood-red color of the drink. He had a scrawny figure, but was a relentless force on the battlefield, dispatching foes without so much as a blink. Perdiccas was an expert in concocting medicines, delving into all those strange folk remedies. Ionius was a swift runner, and our most reliable messenger. Ptolemy was a real bookworm, always spouting off in chapters and verses. When we left Kremnos, he made off with a stack of ancient tomes from the Grand Library. Not like it mattered, as my family owns the library. And then there was Possesta. He was the silent type, but a truly masterful musician.
I think that's supposed he's like mentioning each one of them that are here right now.
This is the first time I've heard you mention these 5. And their names.
They died on the battlefield before the Kremnoan detachment managed to join Akuma. Perdiccas was the first to go. He was shot in the stomach by a poisonous arrow from the people of Ladon in the 2nd month of cultivation. In the end, his remedies mended all but himself.
Sad. I'm checking another screenshot all the way. I need thumbnail material, you know?
Mightymouse, do not mourn. I have achieved honor by bestowing a noble death upon the enemy.
Leonius died in the 5th winter.
Oh. Every time someone dies, it
Snowstorm
takes
lasted 3 full months.
It takes one away.
On the night of the fiercest storm, our foes launched their assault.
Idonia. Is that the city Castorus used to live in?
Yes. Those zealots were as fearless as Kremnoans in the face of death. But they lacked respect for honor. They cornered us in a bottomless swamp. Leonius covered for our retreat. They cut his legs off. He vanished into the mire of a foreign land. His body never to be recovered.
Hey, he could still be alive. I doubt it. I doubt.
Perfect. Mightymouse.
That's not the point. The point is they all died.
I can finally deliver the news of you ascending the throne to the Nether Realm.
20 dusks later, we finally
gone.
reached the walls of Idonia and entertained the usurper's plea for peace. However, rebels refused to surrender and set up an ambush within the city. Ptolemy and his cavalry met their end before they could even relish our triumph. Those obelisks that collapsed after being set on fire became their final resting place.
Mightymouse, please tell my family. It was not cunning schemes that vanquished Ptolemy, but the immense weight of Amphorius's entire history.
Then, it was Pacesta. He lured the enemies into the city of Aenionis with his melodies, buying us invaluable time. Our enemies,
It's just a lot of
by indignation when
he's
they
lost a lot
discovered
of
the trick,
people in his
set
life.
the entire city and my soldiers on fire. His final words were recorded on a small clay tablet, fractured by the flames.
Mightymouse, don the crown.
And at last, my most trusted friend, Hephaestion. He was supposed to stand by my side through it all. But a sudden relapse of his illness hit him on the eve of my duel against my father. He hid his condition from me. By the time I returned victorious, he had but a breath left in him.
A Kremnoan dying on a sickbed. I would be a laughingstock to everyone.
Hephaestion, my dear friend, spare your strength. I'll go get a physician.
No need. Even if Perdiccas were here, he couldn't stop destiny from taking me away.
No! None can take you away.
Mightymouse, our king, do not shed tears for me. It's not befitting of your status.
Let him cry if he needs to. There's nothing wrong with crying.
Farewell.
For your friends that have died.
My dear friend, you must lead us back home.
What a grave trial indeed. Now I understand why you see immortality as a defect, or even a curse.
My father threw me into the sea of souls to break the wheel of karma. But little did he realize it would grant me an immortal body.
I don't think anyone could have seen that one
summon
coming.
a fated
You know?
revenge on his head. Following his demise, I considered leading my people back to our homeland. Kremnos had already turned it into a wasteland. Only darkness and insanity thrives there. Against the dissent of many, Kratos included. I made the Kremnoan detachment stay in Akama. But I know that their glory will never be doused out. The instant of strife shall inevitably arrive.
If you take over Nikador, then you must begin the journey back to your homeland. So, you hesitate because you think leaving your people in the Holy City is a better choice?
I don't know. But I have never been crowned.
He just doesn't know what to do.
Those 5 were never endowed with any titles. None is aware of their glory.
Your predicament is truly complicated. I don't know how I can give you any useful advice. Maybe you could seek counsel from more people, such as the Grand Craftsman. Cartonis' people seem to have been through comparable dilemmas. And that teacher of yours, Kratos?
Dee, we've got a big problem! Big problem!
Lady Triby, what's making you so flustered?
Hurry up and go save Trinan! She got abducted by Kratos!
Oh no.
Kratos! What's going on?
Mighty-Mos.
Is this his way of trying to force him
I was
to...
the one who exposed my vulnerabilities
Is this his
first.
way of, like, forcing him to take up the crown or whatever?
Playa, I demand an explanation.
This man abducted Trinan by force and forced her to bring him to the vortex of Genesis. He then brazenly stepped into the trial of the Lance of Fury, and naturally failed.
He wanted to take it up.
Is she telling the truth? Why did you do that?
Because I don't want to wait anymore. Your hesitation made me desperate. If you want to run away from your destiny to become king, then keep running. Someone will eventually stand up and fill in the gap left by strife. Then they will lead our people home.
Age has blinded you, teacher. Can't you see that I'm hesitating because of this very recklessness seared into your blood?
Kratos, do you truly believe you're worthy of entering the trial? To blaspheme against the prophecy? Does the mission we Chrysos heirs bear seem like child's play to you?
Do you know how the Kremnoans see you, Aglaya? You're a hypocrite and a megalomaniac. The prophecy of Genesis and the Flame Chase journey are just excuses for you to seize power.
Silence, Kratos. Do you even know what you're saying?
Are you defending this woman, Mighty-Mos? How many wars did people start because of her and her so-called prophecy? How many cities fell in the past millennium? Their people massacring each other. Even if this so-called Genesis really exists, will there be a place for the Kremnoans in that new world?
Everyone has their reasons, right?
Are you done talking? By agreement
Are you quite
between
done?
the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, those who trespass upon the vortex of Genesis need not be tried by the Council. I am allowed to pass judgment alone. Kratos, your actions are unforgivable. I hereby sentence you.
Aggie, wait! We have a proposal! Someone has to resolve this conflict between the cities. Lord Kratos did not use violence to harm us. We can sense that his anxiety stems from his concern for his people's future. Please, Aglaya, hear us out first.
I'm listening.
She's like, I'm listening, but I'm also
Lord
really
Kratos.
tense and angry.
We were so preoccupied with deciphering the fragments of prophecy that we neglected those of you not favored by its message. Your accusations were harsh, but justified. We wish to earn your trust and those of the Kremnoans. I think the best way to do that is to take you to witness the source of the prophecy for yourself.
How are you going to show me something that has no form?
You've heard about that Outlander, right? She has somehow made a connection with Orynyx and can completely replicate scenes from the past. You will ask for her aid. Tomorrow, at the Abyss of Fate
Me!
in the Temple of
Time for Trailblazer to do
Yansopolis,
everything.
we will show you everything from that distant memory, Krateros.
A fair proposal. I accept.
Until then, you will be stripped of your freedom. That is my one condition, and I will brook no argument.
It is not the first time I've been made someone else's prisoner. Do as you please, demigod.
Teacher. Why did you do this?
Forgive me, young master. But I just cannot wait any longer. Ever since your father died, our people and I have been waiting for a day to revive Kremnos. We placed all of our hopes in you, but never received an answer.
Because he doesn't know what the answer will
Obsession
be.
for returning home has become a sickness for our people. Twice as you are, I refuse to believe that you can't see the truth.
You have a clear head, which is why you're also incomparably alone. A smart person can only choose to tangle himself with the mundane of this world. If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos, just as you did back then.
A fierce fighter.
Okay, this
I
is...
did not expect such heroism from a feeble Acheman.
Sorry. I know this is a serious moment, but like... he's so fine. What? It's really hot, okay. Okay.
Tell me your name. I seek an honorable death from you.
As if you have any honor. Listen closely. I am the leader of the Kremnoan detachment, Mighty Mos. I'm here to finish you, Father.
You didn't know he was still alive.
It is you, the beast spurned by all. So you did defy death. The prophecy was true. You will bring an end to my Kremnoan dynasty.
Defy? You're wrong. Death fears me. It's the reason I have this body of steel.
Imagine being able to say, "Death fears me."
As for you, you already stand at death's door, Father. You were the one who threw me into the Sea of Souls. The one who tried in vain to enslave a Titan. And the one who desecrated the body of a god. Haikis! You're a weak king. So weak that even the lowliest hyena is a more noble existence than you. Now, fate's reckoning is upon you.
Then swing your blade. Take my crown. Coronate yourself with an old king's blood and inherit it all. Become the new rightful king of Kremnos.
No. I don't want the crown. Listen. There's only one end for the kings of Kremnos. Then the crown means nothing to me.
If he's just gonna become the king to be killed later, he doesn't want the crown, you know?
All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with you. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now, kill me! The son of Gorgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
Bad dream. Oh, he had a bad dream.
He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him.
Now we're
Grand Craftsman. How have you been?
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have. But before that, take this.
What's this?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
That's nice of him.
What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you. Ask now.
Fate I've always denied. It's finally caught up to me.
He doesn't know what to do.
I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders, the Kremnoans. Even the bards who will write it all into song.
Yet hesitate still you do. Hesitate, why do you, young king?
Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly or children. The hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day. For the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions and song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, and decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided?
Poor Mighty. Like I've been saying, he wants to avoid the vicious cycle, the bloody cycle. He wants to break it, but if he does that, then he wouldn't be honored as their king, right? None of the Kremnoans would want a king like that.
I accept that fate, become the totem of strife, that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes. Then of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
A different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
We're back in Treebe's POV. Moments later, in Treebe's room.
Mama! Mama! I had a dream last night.
Mama?
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Treebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
So many good thumbnail possibilities, guys.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Yes, as holy maidens can receive guidance from the God of Passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphorius.
You think so?
What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. And it was very, very tall. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
The black tide.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius, but it's very far away from our temple.
So it existed even way back then. Wow.
We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the black tide is a baddie. I don't want
It is a
everyone
baddie.
to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need. Then grow up.
The adults.
And become a proper
Which is
holy maiden.
kind of ironic because she's been around longer than the other Chrysosairs, but now she's back to a child again.
The
She's
divine
not.
Yanis will then give you guidance.
She's
and help
more
you light
grown
the
up, but
way
also
for
less
the
grown
people.
up.
Well, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the black tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the holy maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we
The
are the
Holy
human
Maiden.
avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Yeah.
But one person
Gentle
alone
mother.
is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's
Unite
also
them.
our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
It's kind of sad because it's just like it's a memory from her.
Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
What?
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 Now be a good girl and call your friends over too.
Your doll.
Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure they remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember. Who am I looking for?
Your friends, who will chase the black tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? I don't remember.
Guess I'll try to finish this part up and then I'll probably get off. Okay.
Use the spindle to connect everyone.
Doll.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together.
Wow, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside, covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Interesting.
Like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain,
That's supposed to be
the ship
Aglaia.
also needs someone who can navigate it. Who could that be?
Let me think. I know! She's
Oh. I see. Okay. I was like, a Goliath? I was like, oh, she's naming all the...
I named this doll after myself? I don't remember it all. Is this a dream? Or something that happened
She's
in the
naming all the
past?
different parts of herself. All the different parts of her soul, maybe. What's this?
Am I dreaming?
I guess, oh, that's probably where all the dolls will go once I've collected them all.
That chest! You can't lock me away!
What's going on in here?
Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword. Why?
Many years later, many brave warriors will board this ship. They're skilled combatants who fear no danger.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody!
Silly girl. You're Yanisopolis' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you.
Alright. Then where will they come from?
Be like mighty and feinen.
I
And
believe
myself.
one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish, while another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each has their own troubles, both are ready to lend their strength for the ship's long voyage.
In that case, let Trianne fight by their side!
So it's like we have like the captain, who's Aglaya, I think. And like Tribi is the associated one that helps the captain, you know. And then we have the warriors, who I'm guessing are like, I think Midamos and Feinen. Those are the two, that's the impression I got. Like they're the two, I want to think of warriors, I think of them. And then Trianne's like supposed to be the tough, you know, the tough one who can fight with them.
This way, they'll always stay on course. How could I have known the name Trianne back then? Was it just a coincidence? Or...
There's something over here. I feel like I should investigate this.
It's packed full. Mama must have left all of these for me.
Why is it
All
Mama
the
spelled
words
differently
are
now?
blurred out. Could it be that my memory is fading?
Aw. Is this like her like slowly getting closer to death? Sad.
Learning can change your destiny.
When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography.
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
Alright. Even though my brain is already super duper smart, I'll still try my very best.
Circe also favors children who try their best.
You know.
They will
So we
sing a
have
wise
Hyacinth
song as
and
everyone's
Axa.
teacher to help you reach your dreams.
I want to be a teacher too. Oh, wait. I'm super duper smart. So I want to be the teacher's teacher.
Why not?
That's cute.
But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need to tone down that hyper energy of yours.
Then Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher.
So Trinan's the one that's kind of more on the same wavelength as Anaxa and Anaxa. I don't know. I feel like they say it differently than I say it, but Anaxa and Hyacinth.
Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory. But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
It just feels weird. It's kind of strange.
Let's line them up.
Okay, now I need to go put them back, right? Activate the music box and listen to Mom telling a story. Okay.
Now, Trebios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song.
Music box? What's that?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
I invented it? What does it do?
Oh, my lovely Trebi. You're usually so bright. What's gotten into you today? Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it, and see the wonders it can do.
Put the dolls on.
Place the dolls.
It's rotating. And I can hear something.
This is kind of a fun screenshot too. We'll just do that.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
Is Treeby an inventor?
I don't remember.
You know, I just had a thought. So the flowers on her clothing are kind of a purplish bluish color. They kind of remind me of Forget-Me-Nots in that way. And she can't remember. Maybe I'm onto something?
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses.
I don't know if I call that singing, but close enough.
By the 12 constellations.
12
3
constellations.
carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands. And 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephalie, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land.
This is like, is this like the prophecy, you know?
Converging into a boiling river
The
that
source?
flows to the heroic airs.
Wait, the source of the prophecy? Because weren't they saying we were going to show Krateros the source of the prophecy? Is that what we're doing right now? Or is this... I don't know. We don't know what's going on. Oh. Horror? Okay.
What's going on?
I love horror games.
Please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close. On the bloodied earth, the living dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger.
Why is this actually kind of scary? Like it's kind of scary.
What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? The spirit, lonely and subdued, lonely and subdued, and subdued, and subdued. Subdued, 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 subdued.
They're all disappearing.
Mama, what's going on?
The dolls are back.
Run! Trainers, run! The black tide has arrived.
Black tide.
Where can I go?
The dolls are just multiplying. Why am I scared? Okay, we're just gonna run. Run!
Why? Why are there dolls everywhere?
I don't know.
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden.
Holy sacrifice of a holy maiden.
Only one person can.
Only one?
I know. It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Aw, it's like her way of resolving the fact that she's willing to give up herself, all parts of herself.
Let your farewell streets.
Her time is nearing.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl.
I will never leave you. But remember this.
remember what.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
Only one shall live till the end, and they alone shall witness Era Nova.
Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius.
Really?
I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trivius.
Huh? So tomorrow is in Triby will just die?
Are we still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Yeah, that was a pretty bad nightmare. It got me scared.
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
I mean, it looks like dawn. Looks like it's daytime.
No. Our heart is still racing.
That was scary.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan. And you as well. If you want, I can pass through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Thanks, Aglaya, but...
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now.
Oh, so comforting.
Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Yeah.
Perhaps...
It's time to say it's getting closer to goodbye.
It's such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
True.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path.
Wow.
Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We've already agreed on this, right?
It's one of those things where I feel like she won't actually die because, like, Stariel so far has been, like, you know, there hasn't really been death. But I'm always like, they might start. You never know when they'll start just killing characters off.
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie?
What? Where did that come
It's
from?
like, okay, we're moving on.
After all this talking, we're feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
Well, my emotions might be fading. Those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher.
Interesting. That, like, for her, emotion. Like, it's every... We know this. Like, every Chrysos heir, like, they have, like, they inherit a power, but then they lose something in return. And it's like Midamos, he gained immortality, but it's also, he loses the ability to die, which is, you know, it's still a curse. It's like we have Triby, who is split into, like, granted the Passage Titans powers, right? but she's split into many souls, and she like regresses slowly as time has gone on until she will just fade away. And like Aglaya was given like the power of the golden thread and like power of Nestia, but she's losing her emotions.
Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine. Leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long, and we'll call you when it's done.
In that case, thank you.
It's time for a cooking simulator, maybe?
See you tomorrow, Aggie.
Tomorrow?
Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories are slipping away. Even the image of Mama. Just as expected. Another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Orynyx will be willing to help us.
Hopefully. At the same time, somewhere in Akama, every time I think we're gonna hit, like, out of a cutscene, but, here we are. Oh my gosh, it's Sunday. I'm just kidding. I know it's fine, and it's just he and Sunday have similar color palettes.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Anaxa.
Who are you?
Anaxa. I keep wanting to say Anaxa.
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true.
That's such a flattering description.
As always. Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon.
Okay, that's so the crescent moon thing is the dagger, not the sword. I was like, that doesn't look like a sword. It barely looks like anything.
By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
The piece of cloth.
I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched IDs Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Yeah, because he was saying that being that killed everyone in his home looked like that. And I was like, oh, that's the being we encountered at the Grove.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akama stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
But I wonder where it comes from.
It originates from beyond Emphorius?
It's possible. Much like the Black Tide, no?
The Black Tide originates from beyond Emphorius, or it could originate from beyond Emphorius? Is that what we're saying?
It's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Phynon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Treeby. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
He's like,
Take
wow.
a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking,
He's like, I have to answer.
I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
One more thing. What's that one more thing? Soon after, in the Abyss of Fate, can we...
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened at the Grove. The monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't forget.
It was very
Don't be
painful for her.
scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian? Trian threw it away. Far, far away.
I was like, after we've
It's never
finished this
coming
part
back.
with Triby, I'll get off because I've been recording for long enough and the cutscenes just keep going, which is fine.
Because of you, Trian.
Because I like learning more about the
You're
story.
reason the
Sometimes I
flame
like
chase journey can
there being a
continue.
break though.
Sorry. Trian feels a bit dizzy.
She's still not well
Why
after
are
using the Sentry
we
Gate.
Here again? For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecies past to everyone. First, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone without hiding anything. Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan or Onyx for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the Lucid Hour tomorrow. Oh, yes! Trian remembers now. Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan. Saffron? Oh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Orynyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that is experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it. I see. It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone. But it all depends on whether Orynyx is willing to help us. This could be a problem. After all,
could be.
It was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Orynyx's kin. We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way... In our current state, we probably can't do anything to them. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Leave it to Trian. Trian knows how to play cute. In any case, let's look for saffron
When in doubt,
first.
play cute.
I hope there's still some left in the temple, untouched by Nikador's soldiers. I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars. Let's
Okay.
be on the lookout as we go.
Among the Undying Divine. We'll look at this achievement and then I will be done for now. The Shapeless God is the most visible of all things. Fight off the Nameless Swordmaster along the Titan. Among the Undying Divine. O Thanatos, grant her but a night of peaceful sleep. Try to reclaim Triby's past in the nightmare. Okay. Well, I feel like this is kind of, like, that last part was kind of heavy, like, with, like, Triby's nightmare and everything. It was really just kind of, like, the mood of Emphorius is kind of solemn because there's, like, impending doom, but they're, like, you know, we find, like, funny moments or, like, the intense moments kind of, like, the fighting moments kind of break it up, or, like, the moments of victory. Or it's like we had the funny moment with Mighty and Finan in the bath, and then we go straight into that nightmare, and it's like, so sad and, like, intense and a little bit scary. But anyway, that's all for now. That was part 2, so stay tuned for part 3. I should be able to record it tomorrow. We'll see. My Sundays can be kind of busy. So yeah. And then I work next week, Tuesday through Thursday, and then also on Saturday. Depending on how long the quest line is, if I need to do 5 parts again, I probably will be doing I might be doing part 3 tomorrow and part 4 Monday, but then part 5 might have to wait until Friday. So, yeah, we'll see. Unless I can get it recorded, like, Tuesday before work, but who knows. Sometimes I don't like trying to fit all that into one day. Just a roadmap for the path ahead and what may or may not happen. So, yeah, we'll figure out more what happens next time. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.